I decided to uh, chronicle my journeys, my adventures, my travels, and whatever this soul journey is too. Like I've decided to capture the moments, even if just snippets. I decided to capture the moments and share my thoughts about it and post it in a vlog format. So I just turned 40. What are we? A month ago. About a month ago. I just turned 40. And I recently came across this quote by Carl Jung, who is a scholar in the field of psychology. And the quote said something to the effect of, your life truly begins at 40. Anything before that is really just research, And so when I read that, I was like, yes, this is this is going to be one of my best decades of life. Like I can feel it. This is the beginning of something that feels next level. So I'm excited. I've been on a bit of a wander. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that April eclipse. The year is 2024. That April eclipse. Almost took me out emotionally because it unearthed things that I thought I had healed. And I had healed it, but healing happens on every level that you ascend to. So I had to deal with some old emotions resurfacing so that I could heal on a deeper level. And so I've been on a bit of a wander since then, which is just me aimlessly journeying through my days. I have general intentions. I intend to have a good day. I intend to be protected throughout the day. But as far as like what I will do, who I will hang with, that is just, it develops in the now moment. It's not like something that I'm just like rigidly planning out. So have been wandering, and this wandering has taken me on a bit of a journey towards having more fun. Having more fun and doing all of the things that I was kind of waiting for other people to invite me to do, or I was waiting for other people to initiate. I'm now doing all of the things that I was waiting for other people to do. And this last, let me see, April, May, June. This last few months has been eventful, to say the least. Letting this air kick in. I tried to record this outside of this coffee shop that I like to visit, and I tried to record it like in this little nook over there, but the outside traffic was it was too loud, too loud. It was overpowering. So I hopped back in the car. So for my birthday this year, I wanted to do something special, something unique, something that I had not done ever in my life, especially because this was my 40th birthday. And it just felt like a milestone that needed to be acknowledged in a way that was unique, So I thought long and hard about what I wanted to do, how I wanted to celebrate, and what came to me was I wanted to take my first ever solo trip. Now, because of like childcare situations and budget and things like that, I did not take a trip that was super far, anything like that. I took more like a road trip. An extended road trip to a few places that I had never been to. But basically, I just went into the world. I adventured into the world solo without any wingman or wing person, and I just navigated the world. You know what I'm saying? And I got a chance to do two of the things that were on my not bucket list, but two of the things that I was waiting for other people to take me to. I got a chance to just go ahead and experience it myself. So that was a really good time. So what I did was I scheduled a 2-day solo trip, birthday celebration, and on day one, I had to go drop my daughter to homeschool co-op because we have a co-op that we do with other homeschooling parents on Mondays and Wednesdays. So my birthday was on a Wednesday. I had to go drop my daughter off at co-op and tag team her dad in to watch her while I got on the road. And so got on the road after dropping her to co-op and talking to some of the homeschooling mommies and daddies and things like that, and getting a little gift and things like that. So I got on the road and headed to my first destination, is the getaway house located in my area. Now, for those of you guys who are not familiar with the getaway house, it is an introvert's dream. And if you're into nature, it's also going to be a dream for you as well. And so it's just like, a tiny house in the woods in the secluded types of areas. But there are other tiny houses in the immediate location. You can see some of them, but for the most part, you guys are out in nature, in a tiny house, isolated by yourself, amongst other people who are kind of like out there isolating as well. And so it was a vibe. It was a whole vibe. I loved every moment of it. And I had been waiting for like a friend to go with me. I had been waiting for like a boo thing to take me, like, oh, we should do this for like a little romantic getaway, vacation or whatever. And that just wasn't unfolding the way I needed it to. Or it was taking like too much time. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna do this myself. And that then did. And so day two, once I, enjoyed the tiny house, getaway house, and then checked out the next day, I headed to my second destination, which I have been stalking and coveting for like a year at this point. I went to the Korean spa in Northern Virginia. And so that was a whole, oh my God, like that's going to be my new favorite place to go. Just to truly pamper myself and just to, get that royalty treatment that I strongly feel like I deserve. And so went to the Korean spa. Everybody, all of my homeschooling mamas have been telling me like, you got to get there, Denise. You got to go try this, try that. I didn't get to try all of the things, but I got to try enough to know that I'm coming back to try all of the things. So that was a really good experience. And so that was day two of my birthday, bringing in my 40s. I left there feeling very relaxed, very zen, headed back home, which was about a couple hours of drive, and then went out on a solo date to one of the local lounges and just vibed out. It was all right. But anyway, just a little backstory before I run back into this coffee shop. I think, so I was raised, obviously, in Black culture in a high PTSD. And by PTSD, I mean post-traumatic slavery disorder. Like, I was raised in that kind of environment by those kinds of individuals who were still very much holding trauma related to being enslaved or their ancestors being enslaved, and seeing the dangers that seem to be common, and happening frequently for people of color. And so I was raised in that kind of a mindset, that kind of a fear-based, always protect yourself, it's dangerous out here for you as a female. I was raised by that mindset. And so this concept of going on a solo trip goes against everything that I was kind of raised to believe about my safety. And so I've been doing quite a bit of healing work over the last 6 or 7 years since I first got that Sacred Woman book and started my sister healing journey myself. I've been doing hella inner work, shadow work, and just reprogramming my belief systems, my nervous system, and just my whole psyche, really. And so a lot of my healing of my programming involves me releasing these beliefs that I am somehow in danger because of my skin color, even though historically that has been big facts. I'm also I'm both honoring the history of what it was, and I'm reprogramming my mind around my safety. So a lot of my reprogramming and my work that I do as far as my affirmations have to do with me reminding myself that I am safe wherever I go in the world, that misfortune will find itself somewhere else, things like that. Even though I am visibly watching mistreatment of people of color in my history, in my timeline, on the news, etc., in my face. My job is to reprogram my mind around that, and so that's I say all that to say this decision to go on a solo trip as a female person of color in America was like a big ass deal for me. It was it just showed that I am embarking on a part of my life's journey that involves me reclaiming a sense of safety, a sense of protection that I think historically people of color and women have not felt. We felt very much not protected and not safe. And so I think this is just the beginning of me reclaiming a sense of safety, for whatever that's worth. And so it was a big deal. It was a big deal spiritually for me, emotionally for me, and it was just a big deal for me to finally get to do some of the things that I've been waiting to do. That just felt fulfilling and just, I don't know, satisfying in some type of deep way. So I brought in 40 the way that I want to live the rest of my days, which is taking action on things that I desire to do, so experiencing my desires and taking action there. Reclaiming a sense of safety and protection as I navigate this world, which is full of dangers seen and unseen, but reclaiming that. And just having a good time, enjoying life, experiencing the world from the lens of a divine feminine. And those are all the ways that I kind of want to start enjoying the world. So this was a really good start.